A World Bank report released mid this year ranked Ethiopia among the 13 countries with the fastest growing economies in the world. Its capital, Addis Ababa, has imposing buildings and road network that partly explain the World Bank's ranking. The Commission of Inquiry investigating alleged malpractices and abuse of office at UNRA spent the first 2 days pursuing documents at the Ethiopian Roads Authority to learn lessons about their procedures in constructing highways.
The external audits are done maybe not yearly. That is an indicator that the risks are low.
Yesterday, the commissioners made their first stop at Ring Road, that is a few kilometers from the city center in Addis Ababa. This road connects to an express highway that leads to Djibouti. The commissioners noted a huge difference between the quality of this road and those in Uganda.
We'll be able to see what the average unit cost for a road is around Eastern Africa and hopefully Southern Africa.
Ethiopian Roads Agency has a deliberate move to promote local contractors in various forms. For example, they subject 7% increase on prices quoted by international contractors and then compare.
Ethiopia's engineer Kibre Tadesse says the construction of roads is supervised by experts in the Ethiopian Roads Authority to ensure quality work is done.
We have been following the contractor and also the consultant closely during the execution of the works, and in terms of the right-of-way and also other challenge getting lands for. When
you talk to an Ethiopian engineer, you see that they have their country at heart. So they call their laws proclamations, a word I last heard about in Amin's time.
The commissioners also visited the renowned Ethiopian Express Highway, a 100-kilometer dual carriage road that connects Ethiopia to Djibouti.
Other lessons learned include all the bills of quantities in Ethiopia are quoted or costed in the Ethiopian local currency, the bar.
The road has 3 lanes on each side, and motorists are supposed to drive to the speed limit of 120 kilometers per hour. The commissioners stressed the need to change Uganda's structures at the National Roads Authority to get the kind of roads that Ethiopia has.
A culture of good governance. They work together as a family in the Roads Authority.
The officials learned about the efficiency of Ethiopia's procurement systems.
They don't evaluate works on the basis of overall total. They pick out 9 main items of the construction process. They pay providers within not more than 3 days.
If the accountant delays for more than 3 days, he will be called immediately to resign. He might be forced to resign.
In Uganda, any delays come with costs met by the government. But Ethiopia also has roads that are in bad shape.
The Alemugana Tajira Road, which was constructed about 4 years ago and has some failures.
In Ethiopia, when government has earmarked a project and is supposed to start, there is no dispute, especially arising from land acquisition, that can halt the project. But it has been noted by the Commission that on the Entebbe Expressway, some of the works had to halt because of conflicts arising from land acquisition, and that comes with high costs.
They seem to develop land banks. They seem to buy land in advance so that their projects are not stalled.
We need to look at the methods we're using in Uganda and find ways of mitigating so that we can then have, while we don't overrun the interests of Ugandans, we can continue to have developments go on.
The Ethiopian Roads Authority has a budget of $1.5 billion. Uganda spends half of that sum for the construction of its roads, but many of them have been poorly done. Sudil Biarhanga, NTV.